يا لغتي عربية حسبي بأنك منطقي وبياني عربية قلبي.
The reality, then I should feel it too.
I think it's the biggest reality we have, that we're all, this is the moment.
You said it, I think. So
who thinks here that this is the ultimate reality that we're in now? This is the great moment. We're in it. This is the reality. We're in it. Can we agree on that, or is there something? Are we always looking for something outside this moment that we keep craving?
Okay.
Or is this?
So let's understand now. You have this one which is internally divided.
Within itself.
Did it choose to be divided, or is it divided by force?
It just is. It just happens. I don't know. It just is.
Was it a willing division, or is it a division in coercion? Something external to it divided itself.
Is there a purpose behind the division, or is there not?
It's not a purpose, brother.
Oh, sorry.
It's about is this division within the one through choice or not through choice?
It's self-awareness through division. Yeah, it knows itself through dividing.
It's not my question.
Well, that's my answer.
The division that occurred, is this by choice?
Choice. It just is.
Just is. It's not an answer for anything.
It is. It just is. You are, and that's it. You're eternal. There's no future or past. You are.
Yeah, you don't exist. Just is.
Ultimately.
Do you accept it?
The universe just is, and it knows itself. There's no answer to.
Actually, you don't exist.
No, I don't.
So why are we all here then?
Why not?
He doesn't exist.
Everyone
How can you have a meaningful conversation?
Okay, that's a good question. I would say that the reason we're here is for the moment to know itself. That's just
exactly.
To know itself. There's no answer other than just to.
So
be.
I'm speaking to someone that doesn't exist.
That's my understanding. Just to be is enough.
Still he stands.
Okay.
Is that not enough?
Okay. So
even when you're in heaven, what are you going to do?
Wait. I don't know. You can't bring, questions and concepts from other religion and saying, oh, just because we're not discussing at this very minute, it means your religion is true. You don't exist according to your own admission. So who am I speaking to?
I exist and don't exist. That's duality.
So you exist and you don't exist.
Yeah, duality.
Duality. Is that a contradiction?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And you believe in contradictions.
Well, the universe seems to
So you believe you can be a married bachelor.
Contradiction. Let me just say one thing. Contradiction is a concept that has come out of the one.
Okay.
It's one of its children.
Okay, I want to understand that people all understand what we're talking
Does
about.
anyone get that?
Can you believe in a married bachelor?
The idea of contradiction
a married bachelor
is a concept that has come out of creation.
Can you have a married bachelor?
I've seen men who act like married bachelors.
Why not?
Because that's just the language we've used.
No, if you're married, you're not a bachelor. If you're a bachelor, you're not married.
Does that not exist?
I'm asking you, can there be a married bachelor?
I can't know.
People can be married and
So now you're saying there cannot be, and the reason why it cannot be is because of a contradiction.
But that doesn't mean we can't have a contradiction.
Wait. If you say married bachelor cannot be because of a contradiction, you are inherently agreeing with a principle called the principle of non-contradiction. That is what is leading you, driving you to reject this concept of married bachelor. Can there be a squared triangle?
Square triangle? No, this is language.
Wait. Do you know why? Because it's a contradiction. A triangle has 3 sides, 3 angles. A square has 4 sides, 4 angles. So you cannot have a triangular circle because they are contradictory. They violate the very thing that you assert between them, these two things. So if you say you can be existent and non-existent, they violate the concept likewise. So you cannot have you being existent and non-existent at the same time.
Do you mean at the same time, or do you mean as in? How I sort of understood it before was that the past is gone now, the future hasn't been created yet. So can you say you don't exist anymore because the past is gone? You
if
exist
everything
right
is
now.
one, okay, this is my premise, right?
Yeah.
If everything is one, if we're all one being, right? So this moment is your body, and you are everything in it, right? Now, one only knows itself through being in relation to something else. Agree?
What is the?
If it's one, did you get that?
Say it again.
I'll say it again.
It doesn't necessarily follow.
Okay, no, let me explain.
I just told you it doesn't necessarily follow.
I hadn't finished. Enjoying this, yeah?
You're enjoying it.
Oh, it's fun, yeah.
But I'm speaking to myself. You're not involved with it.
That's all right. That's fine.
No, he didn't mean you're speaking to yourself. He was being rude about it. He just meant
No, I didn't get it.
It was one, and he said that we were like.
I'm just giving some medicines of his own to understand that the concept that he has, he's not consistent.
I am.
You're not. If you're
Here's
consistent,
the one. Let me go.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, the one. Okay, the one. Yeah. If everything is one, it can only know itself through knowing something else.
How do you know
right? If not, it's zero. Empty.
How do you know that?
But because one only knows itself through division.
How do you know that? How do you
That's
arrive
how
to
I
this
see it.
conclusion?
Okay, that's how I see it.
No, no. When you make an assertion, the one only knows by knowing something else that it is
Yeah,
one.
it reflects.
How
it
do you know
reflects.
that?
Because that's just the nature of it. You can see that.
You see?
It's empty.
Every time
It's
you
empty.
ask
There's
for
there's no space or time.
listen,
That's
every
like me
time
saying I'm a bird, I know I am. Just making a claim. If I say I'm a bird, I have to show
knows
that I'm a
itself
bird.
through A knows itself through B knows itself through
how
C.
do you know that this is true?
So if it's on its own, if it's just one, it hasn't become yet. It's empty. It's nothing.
How do you know it's empty?
Because it's one. It's nothing.
How do you know one is nothing?
Because one has to know itself through something else.
No, how do you know
Otherwise,
that?
it's nothing.
You see, this is called self-assertion. You're asserting your belief and your claims to make it true.
Are you saying that in order for it to know it's one, it has to
divide
know
within itself.
what one is in relation to everything
Yeah, it has
else?
to know itself through
Yeah, so
something
what
else.
he's saying is, if something knows it's A, then it must know that there's other forms, there's other letters in the alphabet, so it knows that it's A. Yeah, see what I mean?
If there is nothing else,
Well,
if
yeah.
there is nothing else, and you're the only one, would you still
Then
know?
you wouldn't know yet.
You didn't know?
If you were the only one and you didn't know anything other than yourself, i.e. you didn't know there were other numbers, you wouldn't know that there was you were one.
No, you know there can be other potential numbers, but the numbers don't exist. You're the only one that exists.
Then you would know that
Right.
you are one.
So you don't need anything else to be in existence.
Yeah.
You just need
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, yeah.
You just need to know
Yeah.
potentially there can be more than one,
Yeah.
but there aren't any. So you
yeah.
still can be one without being any others present.
That one is therefore nothing.
No, that one is therefore one.
No.
No, because if you're
No, because one is nothing. It's got nothing to relate to. It is not.
no, but it has got something to relate to because the one understands that there is potential for other numbers.
Okay, I understand that.
Yes.
Okay, you got one. If you've got one there, there's the illusion of space and time, right?
Okay.
To get to. If it's on its own, there's no space-time.
Where does, hang on, where does space-time comes in?
That's what we are now. There's no. If you unite with everything, this is okay. I'm going to use the Buddhist example. When they reach nirvana, they become all, and they become empty. They become nothing. They become empty because they realise that actually nothing is the root of the universe.
What is nothing?
Okay, if you meditate on the back of your head.
No, you meditate and tell me what is nothing.
I'm just trying to answer you. Don't get upset.
I'm not getting upset. I'm asking you to explain.
I'm answering you.
You have
You know, look. If you have meditated, why are you so, like you're getting
here's nothing.
easily offended? So when you're telling me don't get upset, you should
Right, I'll tell you
explain
what
to
nothing
me.
is. Nothing's something. Okay. You don't ever experience it, but you go. You part of your being is empty. When you fall asleep, you go to a void state. You're not aware of it, but that's your death. That's the non-being part of yourself.
So what is
now?
nothing?
When you meditate, you can meditate on that, and that will rise within you. That emptiness, yeah, and you will see that void, and it will become. It will be called. They call it the clear light void, right? And it's empty. It's nothingness. But it's.
Are you conflating emptiness with nothingness? I ask you not about emptiness. I ask you what is nothing.
Nothingness is non-being. You can't know it, yet it's the root of everything. It is a contradiction.
So when they achieve the state of nirvana, they become non-existent,
They're not.
non-being.
They're nothing, but they are. at the
They
same
become
time.
non-existent.
Everything that exists or appears to exist is nothing.
No. Try.
Okay, let me explain. I'll try and
I'll
explain it a bit
explain
better.
again.
Nothing. Okay. Nothing is the root.
Explain what
We
it
are the
means.
flower. But if the root is empty, then so
No,
nothing.
what- define what nothing is
nothing.
first.
It's the absence of something. Absence.
Absence of something.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So when they achieve, so they become non-existent. So while they become non-existent,
space or time.
wait, while they become non-existent, can they become existent again?
Yeah, of course.
They can't because they're non-existent.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter. If they become non-existent, you cannot become existent.
Why
Because
not?
It's a
It's
contradiction.
limit, yeah, but it's limitless.
Okay.
It has no beginning or end.
tell me how non-existent thing can become existent.
Do you get that? Or?
This is where you both differ because your idea is more of a circular idea that there's no beginning or end, it's simply just a circle.
Yeah.
Whereas your argument is more of there's a beginning
Yeah,
and an end.
but I'm trying to question his understanding and see whether he understands himself. When you say you become non-existent, can you have from non-existence something arising? How?
Because it's all potent.
No,
do whatever it
no. There is nothing. Non-existence means absence of
inevitable.
any potentiality as well.
That's why I asked you to define nothing.
It's
Listen,
inevitable.
non-existence has the potentiality of nothing. It has no potential, it has no space, it has no energy, it has no matter, it has no self, it has no awareness, it has
Therefore, it can do
nothing.
whatever it wants.
No, because it doesn't have anything, it cannot become something.
It's not even an it because it doesn't exist.
You are it.
Exactly.
There's no
You're
concept
thinking
there.
intellectually. You're thinking
Again, that's an
intellectually. To actually know it is
see,
to
look,
experience it. That's a difference.
The reason why
Can
I
finish?
asked
Can I
you
finish?
to
Just a
define
second.
nothing, which you did, using your definition, you are now in a position to say, yes, if I'm consistent with my definition, non-existence cannot give rise to something at all. Why? Because this non-existence has no potential, so it cannot create anything which is something.
It has no limit. It's limitless. It has no. It's not been.
That's an assertion.
It's
Prove that to be the
boundless.
case.
I'm not trying to. I can't. How can I prove it? Okay, I can. The only thing I can say to you, don't try and understand it intellectually, because the intellect is limited. The only way all the great mystic religions, the Sufis, the Kabbalists, the Tibetans, they don't intellectualize these concepts. They sit with them and they experience them. Now, that's all I can say to you. If you want to try and understand with the meditation, I can't. Yeah, of course, everything.
Brother, he's not being very consistent. If I have a wallet and I have no money, no dollars, no pounds, no rupees, no liras, nothing. I have no banks to get money from. I have no friends to borrow money from. I have absolutely no money. He's saying, I can give you £5. Where is this £5 going to come from?
Sorry, I was off on my. Sorry.
If I have a wallet,
I was in the void then. Sorry. I'll come back from the abyss.
if I have a wallet and I have no money in my wallet, no money whatsoever, yeah?
You can go out and work for some money.
And I have no friends, no people who can give me money. I have no banks to give me money. So where can I get money in my wallet?
Go and do some work.
I'm saying I'm not going to work for it. There is nowhere.
Yeah, but you're in a sort of. You're talking about space-time. The wallet doesn't work at that level.
Oh, no, it doesn't work in that level. Do you realize that?
But he's seeing it that you can't. Someone use an example of from like the world or like what we're experiencing right now to explain it.
In my example in the world,
He's seeing it's beyond that. It's too far.
but when we talk about beyond, let's understand that. When he defines nothing as the absence of anything, including potentials, from this thing, you cannot get anything. So when you achieve the state of nirvana, and you become absolute nothing, then you cannot come back again. Because at that state, you cannot come back and become something.
I agree. But I was just explaining what he meant by that.
But I would think that he means what he's talking about right now. I think he's talking about a shared consciousness that we can't experience.
Try and so get to that
In terms
state
of our physical being,
about. But intellectually, I don't think.
in terms of our physical
We
being,
know what Buddhist explains. He has a different concept altogether. The way he's explaining, if he's going to be true to his position, then he has to say that my statement makes no sense. My belief makes no sense.
he does
He has to say that. It's a nonsensical belief.
He does have to say that.
He believes in existent and non-existent at the same time. Oxymoron, all this, it doesn't work. The Buddhists don't explain it that way. So he's not a Buddhist or a Kabbalist or a Hindu. He's concocted a belief which he knows doesn't make sense.
All I know is that
Might make any sense.
The point again
Yeah? So you're trying to help him by saying, are you referring to this consciousness that is shared? No. These are the concepts that other people's ideologies have. He doesn't have any of those. He has his own concepts, which are self-refuting. That is why I'm saying a conversation like this.
So if he was to say, because you're right, I think, so if he said that his argument was a nonsensical argument,
anyone can be very.
he'd be wrong in terms of what you're saying.
I'm saying that
But
everything
in terms
is
of what he's saying, he wouldn't
if you
necessarily
drop your ego, your
Yeah.
identity,
So if he's believing in a contradiction, he can believe in anything. He can believe he doesn't exist and he exists.
you're
But
Lines blur.
the reality is
in
different.
meditation.
The reality is he doesn't believe exist and non-exist at the same time. He is existent. So he can believe as much as he like he doesn't exist, but the reality is different.
It's not an intellectual thing. If you sit in meditation long enough, you'll feel the moment will become much more visceral, more real, and you'll begin.
يا لغتي عربية حسبي بأنك منطقي وبياني عربية قلبي